From Google Docs, let's take a look at Google Sheets. Using the hamburger menu, we can go directly to Google Sheets. Very similar, clean, and intuitive interface, very minimalistic. You can start by opening a blank sheet, opening an existing sheet from the ones you recently worked on, or picking one from the templates. Let's go ahead and start with, say, the annual calendar. Using the template to start a new file that opens up, this automatically gives you the calendar for the current year. At the bottom, we can see the different sheets. Again, you can look at all the sheets. We're currently in the year sheet. We can move to the customize your calendar sheet, which has instructions on how to customize your calendar. Very easy to use. Following the instructions, it tells you what to do. Going to the format, selecting the theme, changing the theme to be as you need. So let's check it out. We go to format. On there, we should be able to see theme right next to it. From here, we can select either the standard theme, simple limelight, streamline, whichever one fits your particular need. So let's get some momentum going. Or use the FB selection. You can also customize a particular theme by changing the colors, the font, and so on and so forth. When all done with that, you can close that column. Again, you can add more sheets, move the sheets around by dragging them. You can also hide the sheets. Since you have a hidden sheet, it is grayed out in this view. You can unhide the sheet by selecting on there and making it available again. The sheets will be deleted or duplicated or copied to another sheet within this existing spreadsheet or to a new one altogether. So the rest of the stuff is very similar to what we've looked at in Microsoft Excel. The menu items very similar to what we saw in Google Docs, except for a few changes, like you can freeze some of the sheets or some of the rows or the columns. That way, when you scroll, you can always view that row or always view that column. You can also group some of your rows and columns depending on how you want it to be viewed, and so on and so forth. The format tab, we just looked at it, can convert some columns and rows to be a table. We also have a data tab, which helps us to create filters, add slicers, sort the data, which is not useful in this case because we are looking at a calendar. We can also have validation of our data. We can clean it up. We can split particular text to columns, and so many different things that can be done. Regardless, it is still less feature-packed as Microsoft Excel, but if you need particular features, you can add extensions to help you get stuff done. Let's go back to the Sheets homepage. Now we have the annual calendar that has been created. Another template we can look at is the annual budget. The annual budget, again, gives you some of the instructions you might need how to use that template. Your budget annually would include expenses, which you can see in the expense tab or sheet. You can group your expenses, children, debts, education, and so on and so forth. Each month has a particular column, and you can actually group them together as you see in this case, just to look at the total or expand the group. Just like for children, you can group all the expenses together or expand it. The same for income. Income will come in to wages like paychecks, tips, bonus, and so on. You can group those together. The same as other income, you can group that together as well. This makes life quite easy for you to track your expenses without having to type this all out. If you go to the data format, you can see changes can be made to a particular currency. You can use custom currency to select whichever type of currency you would like to use. Is it dollars or euros or yens, and so on and so forth. After making the changes, it can be applied and it should be good to go. For instance, let's change all the currencies in here to euros. So scrolling down, we should be able to see euros. It gives us the actual euro symbol, and everything is good to go. Just like Excel, if you select a bunch of cells on the bottom right, you can be able to see the sum, average, minimum, maximum count, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now we haven't taken a look at the summary column, or should I say the summary tab. This tab is automatically calculated, so we don't want changes to be done. You see a lock in there that shows you that it has been protected. You can protect the sheet so changes are not done if it has computations or calculations that are done automatically. You can also change the color of the sheet. So that gives you the red color, which you see at the bottom. Income could be changed to have, say, a green color. And you can see those colors when you look at the sheets. This is red, that is green, and these have no colors set up yet. Just like we said with Microsoft Docs, you can download this Google Sheet as an Excel document, Open document, sheet, or spreadsheet, PDF, and CSV, which is a comma-separated value, and so on. You can also email it directly or share it by adding emails of users that need to have access to that account. Once you add it, you can then make it either available to everyone or available as an owner, editor, or just for viewing. Let's go back to Google Sheets homepage. Now we have our annual budget, annual calendar. You can also have a monthly budget. Monthly budget opens up, again, very similar to what we looked at earlier. It tells us the starting balance and ending balance. Once again, the summary sheet is protected. The transactions, you can go in and enter your income and expenses. You can use a drop down to select the category. Those categories are going to be represented right here. You can add custom categories as you need, and so on and so forth. So these are templates that you can use and get started very easily without building anything from scratch. That's all I have for now with Microsoft Excel. Let's carry on to the very next one.